cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a chef. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got more bars than a penitentiary. I got a that hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Chargers are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Raiders defense that wants to get off the field. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the San Diego Chargers. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his first pass is incomplete. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
So that last play called back after the penalty, second and long here.
Now let's go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath for Crowell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And now San Diego getting set to go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! No, check! Patriot! Let's go! Detroit! Now look at 56!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Not only is the slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a fourth down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
He'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And Mr. Cooper, MRE, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No, check. Patriot. Blue landing. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A little dump off for Corral. Being banked up on their own goal line, very precarious for any offense. But this is what they focused on in practice this week. Let's see what happens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going underneath for Crowell. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for San Diego first down. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. All right, here we go. Blue line it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looking to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
No. Check. Here we go. Picture 19. Now. Check. Green 39. Now look at 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here right where he would have been if he had taken a knee at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. Their big tight end, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's able to put it through. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
No. Check.
And the wideout in motion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Set, boom, gun, 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 gun. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, 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 Leopard. No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. And he'll give it here to his running back. Uses the stiff arm. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And they'll run it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, Patriot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, blue, landed. No, check, Patriot. Over. Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Third down now following the run.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Landed. Over. All right, here we go. 3, 19.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's brought down just down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Going underneath for Crowell. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right and avoids the contact. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Leopard! Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for some. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. No, check.
He'll look to throw. He's got time. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 19 yards there on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Looking to throw. On the move to his left. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. The try now, look at 56.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A group effort there, a bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
Let's go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back now here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding time. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Play action. They'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And this is incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
23 yards on the play.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
And now a first down following that long gain. On the give, this is their fullback. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's third down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. Detroit. Gun.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And that is incomplete here. Second and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the wideout in motion. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Only a gain of a yard. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight it. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Detroit!
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
No, check, Patriot!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Charles, we saw a...
Hello, my name is Kamau. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs.